Christmas was coming. Daisy loved Christmas. It meant twinkling lights, yummy treats, and presents. The whole house would be filled with the smell of freshly baked cookies, and the sound of carols would echo through the halls. Daisy's excitement was contagious, spreading to everyone around her.
I love presents. The shiny wrapping paper, the colorful bows, and the mystery of what could be inside each box made Daisy's heart race with joy.
This year, Daisy was super excited. She had been counting down the days on her calendar, marking each one with a big red X. Every morning, she would wake up and excitedly announce how many days were left until Christmas, because she had a plan to make Christmas extra special. Daisy had spent weeks thinking about how she could contribute to the holiday cheer. She wanted to do something that would make everyone smile and remember this Christmas forever. She was going to be the best Christmas helper ever. Daisy imagined herself as Santa's little helper, spreading joy and laughter everywhere she went. She had even made a list of all the things she wanted to do to help. Daisy's idea of helping was, well, very Daisy. She had a unique way of looking at things, and her creativity knew no bounds. Sometimes, her ideas were a bit unconventional, but they always came from the heart. She decided to decorate the Christmas tree. She had seen her parents do it every year, and it looked like so much fun. Daisy wanted to add her own special touch to the tree this year. But instead of hanging baubles, she hung her socks. All of them. Daisy thought her colorful socks would make the tree look even more festive. She carefully placed each one, making sure they were evenly spaced. She even added her stripy tights for extra color. Daisy believed that the more colors, the better. She stood back to admire her work, feeling proud of her unique decorations. Her parents were in for a surprise. When they saw the tree, their eyes widened in shock. But then, they couldn't help but laugh. Daisy's creativity and enthusiasm had turned their Christmas tree into something truly special and memorable. Daisy loved baking Christmas cookies with her mom, but Daisy got a little carried away with the sprinkles and the icing sugar. In fact, she got carried away with everything. Soon, Daisy was covered from head to toe in flour and sprinkles. She looked like a sparkly snowman.
Daisy! You're supposed to put the sprinkles on the cookies, not on yourself.
Daisy giggled. She couldn't help it. Christmas was just too much fun. Next, Daisy decided to help wrap presents. She found some colorful paper and started wrapping. But instead of wrapping presents, Daisy wrapped the furniture. The sofa became a giant green present, and the lampshade wore a pointy red hat.
Daisy, what have you done to the living room?
I'm wrapping presents, Daddy. Don't you like it?
Her dad chuckled and ruffled her hair.
It's certainly creative.
Daisy even tried to help her dad write Christmas cards, but she used her red crayon instead of a pen. And she drew funny faces on all the envelopes.
Daisy, I don't think the postman will know where to deliver this.
Maybe I should add a nose.
Daisy took the card and studied it seriously. Section 5. A Christmas Carol Catastrophe. One day, Daisy's family was decorating the house and singing Christmas carols. Daisy loved to sing, even if she didn't always know the words. She sang along, making up her own words as she went.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin flew away.
Daisy belted out. Her family burst into laughter.
That's not how it goes, Daisy.
Her brother chuckled, but Daisy didn't mind. She was having too much fun spreading her own brand of Christmas cheer. Section 6. Santa's Little Helper. Oops! On Christmas Eve, Daisy was so excited she could barely sleep. She had been waiting for this night all year long, dreaming about the magic of Christmas and the joy of seeing Santa Claus. Her mind was racing with thoughts of reindeer, jingling bells, and the twinkling lights of the Christmas tree. She wanted to stay awake all night to see Santa. She imagined the jolly old man in his red suit, with his big white beard, coming down the chimney with a sack full of presents. Daisy was determined to catch a glimpse of him, no matter what. She even left out a plate of cookies and a glass of milk for him. She had carefully selected the best cookies and poured the milk into her favorite glass, hoping that Santa would appreciate her thoughtful gesture. The cookies were arranged neatly on a festive plate, and the milk was placed right next to it, ready for Santa to enjoy. But Daisy also had a special plan. She had been thinking about it for weeks, and tonight was the night to put it into action. She wanted to do more than just see Santa. She wanted to help him. She had always admired Santa's hard work and generosity, and she wanted to be a part of the magic. She wanted to help Santa deliver presents. She imagined herself in a red suit, with a big sack of gifts slung over her shoulder, just like Santa. She pictured herself sneaking around the house, placing presents under the tree and filling stockings with goodies. So, while everyone was asleep, Daisy crept downstairs. She moved as quietly as she could, careful not to wake anyone. The house was dark and silent, except for the soft glow of the Christmas lights. Daisy's heart was pounding with excitement as she made her way to the living room. She found Santa's sack of presents and decided to lend a hand. The sack was heavy, but Daisy was determined. She knew that Santa had a lot of work to do, and she wanted to make his job a little easier. She grabbed the sack and started her mission. She tiptoed from room to room, leaving presents in all the wrong places. She was so focused on her task that she didn't realize she was making a mess. She thought she was being helpful, but she was actually creating a bit of chaos. She put a doll under the kitchen sink, thinking it would be a fun surprise. She imagined the look of delight on her little sister's face when she found the doll in such an unexpected place. A toy car in the fridge, believing it would be a cool hiding spot. She thought her brother would be thrilled to find his new toy car in the fridge, as if it had been left there by a mischievous elf, and a teddy bear in the toilet. She giggled at the thought of her dad finding the teddy bear in such a silly place. Daisy was having so much fun she didn't realize the confusion she was causing. But in her heart, she knew she was spreading Christmas cheer in her own special way. Section 7. The True Meaning of Christmas. Sparkles. On Christmas morning, Daisy woke up to a very confused family. The sun had just begun to rise, casting a soft glow over the snow-covered landscape outside. Inside, the house was filled with the scent of pine and the remnants of last night's hot cocoa. Daisy's family, still in their pajamas, gathered in the living room, scratching their heads in bewilderment. Everyone was finding presents in the strangest places. There were gifts tucked behind the curtains, nestled in the branches of the Christmas tree, and even hidden inside the kitchen cabinets. It was as if Santa had played a mischievous game of hide-and-seek with their presents.
Look, Daddy! Daisy's voice rang out with excitement as she dashed around the room, her eyes sparkling with delight. She had never seen anything like this before, and the thrill of the unexpected made her heart race.
Daisy exclaimed, pointing at the teddy bear peeking out of the toilet bowl. The sight was so absurd that it made everyone burst into laughter. The teddy bear, with its little red bow, looked completely out of place, but somehow perfectly fitting for this whimsical morning.
I helped Santa deliver presents, Daisy declared proudly. Her cheeks flushed with excitement. She had spent the previous night sneaking around the house, placing the gifts in the most unexpected spots she could think of.
Her dad looked at her with amusement. He couldn't help but smile at his daughter's creativity and the joy she had brought to their Christmas morning. It was a moment he would cherish forever.
Well, Santa must be very confused this year, he said, shaking his head and smiling. The thought of Santa scratching his head in confusion at Daisy's antics made everyone laugh even harder.
Despite the chaos, everyone agreed it was the most fun Christmas ever. The living room was a mess of wrapping paper, ribbons, and laughter. The family gathered around the tree, sharing stories and enjoying each other's company. Daisy realized that Christmas wasn't about perfect decorations or perfectly wrapped presents. It wasn't about the material things at all. As she looked around at her family, she understood that the true magic of Christmas came from the love and joy they shared. It was about spending time with loved ones and spreading joy and laughter. The memories they created together were far more valuable than any gift. The sound of their laughter and the warmth of their hugs filled the room with a sense of togetherness that Daisy would never forget. And Daisy, in her own unique way, had certainly done that. She had brought a special kind of magic to their Christmas, one that would be remembered for years to come. Her heart swelled with pride as she looked at her happy family, knowing that she had made this Christmas truly special. Section 8. A Daisy Christmas Tradition. From then on, Daisy's family decided to embrace the chaos. They started a new Christmas tradition, Daisy's Crazy Christmas Treasure Hunt. They would hide presents in silly places, just like Daisy did, and everyone had to find their gifts. And every year, Daisy would still try to help Santa deliver presents, even though she knew he had it covered. After all, it wouldn't be Christmas without a little bit of Daisy's special brand of Christmas magic.